Are coffee grounds good for plants? This topic has garnered attention among gardeners and environmental enthusiasts alike, as it touches on sustainability and natural plant care. In this video, we'll delve into the truth behind using coffee grounds in the garden, examining their benefits and potential drawbacks. Coffee grounds have long been a topic of interest in gardening circles, often touted for their supposed benefits to plant health. To truly understand their impact, it's essential to dive into the composition and characteristics of coffee grounds. Primarily, they consist of organic matter, crucial for soil health, and are known to contain several essential nutrients that plants require, including nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus. These nutrients contribute to the overall fertility of the soil, which in turn can support plant growth. Additionally, coffee grounds have a fine texture and can improve soil structure, particularly in heavy or clay-like soils. This improvement in soil texture can enhance water retention and aeration, creating a more hospitable environment for plant roots. However, there's a common belief that coffee grounds are acidic and can lower the pH of the soil, making them suitable only for acid-loving plants. While fresh coffee grounds are indeed acidic, used coffee grounds are generally closer to neutral in pH. Therefore, their impact on soil acidity might not be as significant as often assumed. It's also important to consider that while coffee grounds add organic material to the soil, they don't instantly provide a significant nutrient boost. As they decompose, they slowly release nutrients into the soil, contributing to long-term soil health rather than providing an immediate benefit. Understanding the composition and gradual nutrient release of coffee grounds sets the foundation for considering their use in gardening. As we delve further into their specific benefits and potential uses, keep in mind that coffee grounds are not a one-size-fits-all solution, but rather one of many tools in a gardener's arsenal for improving soil health and supporting plant growth. In considering the use of coffee grounds in your garden, it's important to explore their benefits and how they can positively impact plant growth. Coffee grounds can be particularly beneficial as a soil amendment. When mixed into the soil, they help to improve soil structure, especially in clay and compact soils. Their texture allows for better aeration, which is crucial for healthy root development. This enhanced structure also improves water retention, helping the soil to hold moisture more effectively and reducing the need for frequent watering. Another advantage of using coffee grounds is their nutrient content. As they break down, they slowly release nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus, essential nutrients that support plant growth. This gradual release makes coffee grounds an excellent addition to compost piles, as they contribute to the nutrient content of the compost while also aiding in its breakdown process. Coffee grounds can also be beneficial in attracting beneficial worms to your garden. Earthworms are known to thrive in soil containing coffee grounds, and their presence further improves soil health by enhancing nutrient availability and soil structure. Additionally, coffee grounds have been suggested to have certain pest repellent properties, although this is subject to varied results and opinions. Some gardeners use coffee grounds as a natural way to deter pests like slugs and snails, though it's not a guaranteed method, and should be considered as part of a broader pest management strategy. It's crucial, however, to use coffee grounds in moderation. Excessive use can lead to soil compaction, and the high caffeine content may negatively affect some plants. As with any soil amendment, balance is key. Coffee grounds should be used as a component of a mixed soil amendment strategy, rather than the sole material. This balanced approach ensures that your plants get a variety of nutrients and that the soil maintains good health over time. In exploring the potential downsides of using coffee grounds in the garden, it's crucial to approach this topic with a balanced perspective. While coffee grounds can be beneficial, they are not without their drawbacks, and understanding these is key to using them effectively. One of the primary concerns with coffee grounds is their potential to form a dense, water-resistant crust on the soil surface when used in excess. This crust can hinder water penetration and air circulation, potentially impacting plant health. Therefore, it's important to use coffee grounds sparingly or mix them thoroughly with other compost materials to avoid this issue. Another consideration is the caffeine content in coffee grounds. Caffeine can inhibit the growth of certain plants, so applying coffee grounds near seedlings or very young plants might be detrimental. It's best to use them around more established plants or incorporate them into the compost where they can break down and their effects become more neutral. Coffee grounds also attract certain types of pests, like slugs and snails, which are drawn to the moist and nutrient-rich environment they create. If your garden is prone to these pests, using coffee grounds may exacerbate the problem. On the other hand, they can repel some insects and pests, offering a natural form of pest control. It's a matter of observing how your specific garden ecosystem reacts to the addition of coffee grounds. Additionally, while coffee grounds add organic matter to the soil, they are not a complete fertilizer. They primarily add nitrogen, and while this is beneficial, plants need a balanced supply of nutrients to thrive. Over-reliance on coffee grounds without balancing with other sources of nutrients could lead to imbalanced soil and nutrient deficiencies in plants. Lastly, the decomposition of coffee grounds can temporarily tie up nitrogen in the soil as soil microbes break them down. This process, known as nitrogen immobilization, can temporarily make nitrogen unavailable to plants. To counteract this, it may be necessary to add an additional nitrogen source to your soil when using fresh coffee grounds. As we consider the ways to effectively utilize coffee grounds in your garden, it's essential to adopt methods that maximize their benefits while minimizing potential issues. The key to success lies in moderation and thoughtful integration into your gardening routine. One effective method is to incorporate coffee grounds into your compost heap. This allows them to decompose alongside other organic matter, gradually releasing their nutrients without overwhelming your plants. In the compost, the concerns about forming a crust or altering soil pH are mitigated, and the grounds contribute to creating a rich, balanced compost. Another approach is to lightly sprinkle coffee grounds around your plants, using them as a form of mulch. This should be done sparingly and occasionally, rather than forming thick layers to avoid issues with water penetration and soil aeration. When used as mulch, coffee grounds help suppress weeds and, as they break down, add organic matter to the soil. For acid-loving plants like azaleas, rhododendrons, and blueberries, coffee grounds can be particularly beneficial. While used coffee grounds are generally neutral in pH, they still contain compounds that these types of plants thrive on. Mixing coffee grounds into the soil around these plants can give them a slight boost, especially in more alkaline soils. It's also possible to create a liquid fertilizer, or a coffee ground tea, by steeping grounds in water. This can be used to water plants, providing a gentle nutrient boost. To make this, add coffee grounds to a bucket of water and let it sit for a day or two, then use the water for your plants. This method can be particularly useful for indoor plants or in areas where you want to avoid attracting pests with coffee grounds on the soil surface. In container gardening, coffee grounds can be mixed with potting soil in small amounts to increase water retention and soil fertility. This is especially useful for plants that require more moisture and for larger containers where the risk of soil compaction is higher. As we conclude our exploration into the use of coffee grounds in gardening, it's important to remember that they are not a cure-all solution, but rather a supplementary resource. Like any gardening tool or addition, the effectiveness of coffee grounds depends on how they are used in conjunction with other gardening practices. For those looking to take a sustainable approach and utilize waste effectively, coffee grounds offer an excellent opportunity to enrich soil organically. However, they should be used with an understanding of their properties and effects. For gardeners interested in experimenting with coffee grounds, start with a small application and observe how your plants respond. This cautious approach allows you to gauge their impact on your specific soil and plant types. It's always beneficial to monitor any changes in plant health or soil condition after introducing new elements like coffee grounds to your garden. Remember, each garden is unique, and what works for one may not work for another. In the broader context of gardening, coffee grounds are just one part of a diverse array of organic materials that can enhance soil health. They can be combined with other organic matter like leaf compost, grass clippings, and kitchen scraps to create a rich, balanced compost mix. The goal is to create a varied and nutrient-rich environment for your plants, and coffee grounds can contribute to this diversity. The key takeaway is to use coffee grounds as part of a holistic approach to garden care. By understanding their benefits and limitations, you can make informed decisions about how to incorporate them into your gardening practices. With a little experimentation and observation, coffee grounds can be a valuable addition to your garden, contributing to the health and vitality of your plants while embracing an eco-friendly gardening practice. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out, the use of coffee grounds offers an interesting avenue to explore in organic gardening. Their potential to improve soil health, coupled with their sustainability as a recycled waste product, makes them a fascinating subject for any gardener looking to enhance their practice with natural solutions.